What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Another day out on the water, and I think we're gonna be doing some stuff that we don't normally do a lot on the channel, but it is staple summertime stuff. We're gonna be throwing a big worm, we're gonna be throwing a deep crankbait, we're gonna be throwing some topwater, and we're gonna be throwing some finesse stuff. It's a pretty much a junk fishing type of deal. Topwater, big worm, and crankbait, I'm hoping are gonna be the deal today. Haven't been out here in literally months, so I don't really know what the bite is, but hopefully we can get something to go and have some fun on some of those more summertime staples. But I do want to catch some fish out here, so if we have to do some finesse stuff, that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna get into the fishing here in 1 second, but I want to talk to you guys about Waterland fishing optics. Waterland fishing optics are the sunglasses that I'm wearing right now. These are my slange frames with the green mirror lenses. Really love these frames. I wear them all the time. You guys have seen them on the channel before. Waterland makes awesome polarized sunglasses and glass and polycarbonate lenses. They have men's frames, women's frames, kids frames. They have apparel, they got hats, they got a bunch of different stuff that you guys can go check out. If you want to go over to the website, it's waterlandco.com. Use discount code LUNA15. It'll save you 15% off. Again, that's waterlandco.com. Use discount code LUNA15. Well, I just got bit on the ridge worm. Went to swing, set the hook, and the fish wasn't there, but I was hung up. My worm was gone when I got there, but I got it set up on a free rig right here. I haven't played around with the free rig too much. I need to, because it sounds like a lot of people are catching a lot of fish on it. Pretty good little thing. It's similar, I think it's similar to a Texas rig, but I'm not really sure. I know that this weight falls down real fast and then everything kind of just trickles down slowly afterwards. This is a 6-inch ridge worm. So one of my favorite big worms to throw. Got it on a 4/0 round bend hook. 15-pound K9 fishing line, Pro 100. Daiwa Tatula Elite reel. And then the 7'4" heavy unicorn rod. There we go. Big worm. The ridge worm got this guy. I don't know if it's big or not. Oh yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, there we go. There we go. This guy ate it pretty good too. Good one on the ridge worm, guys. Summertime big worm. Like I said, it's my favorite worm to throw in the summertime, guys. Big worm, catches them. It's a good little 3.5, 4 pounder right there, guys. Nice. I don't know what it is about the big worm in the summertime, but it always seems to catch fish. I'm sure there's fish that'll eat a big worm at other times of the year, but for whatever reason, the summertime, it definitely excels. If you want to get confidence on throwing those big 8, 9, 10-inch worms, summertime is when you want to do it. There we go. 2 casts in a row, guys. This one feels like a decent one again too. Swimming right at me now. Not as big as the last one, but he's still good. He's still good. 2 casts in a row. Hopefully that means the bite's gonna turn on. Good hook set on there. Guy was pinned in there. He wasn't going anywhere. Little 2.5er, not bad. It's a fun one. So I've only really thrown the free rig a couple other times. I have caught a fish on it, but for whatever reason, I just haven't seemed to put in the time needed on that technique. A lot of people swear by it. I can't say that, but it definitely does work. It does catch fish. That's what I got this 10-inch worm, this 6-inch ridge worm on, is a free rig, 3/8 ounce. Normally I just Texas rig this with whatever weight I need to keep it on the bottom and keep a good feel. I could probably go up to a 1/2 on this just to get a little bit better feel on the bottom, but I think the wind's gonna die down here soon, so there's no point in changing it up. So we'll see if I need to, but I'm catching fish on it, so might as well leave it the same, right? One thing about summertime fishing is once you find a spot where you're getting bit, my recommendation is to kind of hang out on that spot, because a lot of times in the summer, these fish group up and one spot can hold a lot of fish, and then you'll go to the next spot and nothing will be there. So when you find them, it's always a good idea to kind of stay on that spot for a little bit, and moving around quickly is good until you find that spot with the fish. Then you want to slow down and kind of methodically fish everything. There we go. Another one. There we go, guys. Told you, you gotta hang out on the spots. Not bad. Little one, but we got one. So something that I like to do with the big worm, or really anything that I'm dragging in the summertime, is just give it a little bit more action than I probably would normally any other time in the year. For some reason in the summertime, I like to give it a little bit of a couple pops to really kind of make it jump off the bottom. I just feel like it kind of triggers those fish a little bit better than just dragging it on the bottom. But that's primarily a summertime thing, because usually any other time of the year, I'm getting better numbers by just slow dragging. But for some reason in the summertime, giving it a little pop makes a big difference. Well guys, so far so good on this afternoon little session we got going on. The big worm has been the deal for sure. I think I caught 4 of them on it, and I got a few little short bites as well. I'm hoping that the bite starts picking up a little bit more, because it's still a little bit early, and I think as we get closer to dark, it should get better. We got a couple hours until it gets dark, so hopefully that means these fish are about to, you know, really turn on. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna fish hard. We got a little bit of wind, so I'm not sure if that's gonna bode well for any topwater stuff, but if it dies down, we're definitely gonna give it a go. There we go. This one feels like a good one. Feels like a good one, but I'm not sure. Skiing on the way back. That's a decent one. It's a little keeper. They want the worm today, guys. They want the worm. Keeper. Thought it was a big one, but I think sometimes when they're like coming back and they're like have their mouth open, it's just like a whole bunch of drag on your on your rod, and they feel big, but they don't end up being big. Well, no complaints so far, guys. Been out here for a little bit, got some wind, but they're eating the worm pretty good. There was a night tournament out here last night, and I wasn't sure what to expect out here, because for some reason after those night tournaments, it can be tough. I mean, you can usually come out here and get a few bites, but a lot of times it's pretty tough after those night tournaments, because those fish have been beaten on all day long, and then they get beat up at night by, you know, a whole bunch of guys fishing the tournament, and they don't get a break at all. So I wasn't too sure what to expect out here today, but it's been fun so far. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you exactly how I store and how I put together my buzzbaits on the fly on the water. So I basically have them all just loose. I have the whole, all the components, skirts, the buzzbaits themselves, the blades, and then the beads and the rivet right here. That's everything you need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a black one, because that's the color I want. And then what I'm going to do first is put on this gold bead. Just like that. Then we're going to put on a gold blade. And then the last thing that we're going to need is the rivet. So I'm going to slide that rivet on, let everything fall to the front. I'm going to grab a pair of pliers. I'm going to bend the back of my buzzbait wire down, just like that. I'm going to push everything to the back, and then I'm going to crimp that rivet on. So you could fish it just like this with the soft plastic on there. I'm gonna put a skirt on there today. So what I got right here is the 6 Cents Candy Bluegill skirt. I like to carry some of these 6 Cents pre-made skirts or dual molds pre-made skirts, just in case I want to do something like this on the fly, make a jig a different color, make a chatterbait a different color. It doesn't really matter, but I like to carry jig skirts. I have them in my punch and flip, so if I'm going to put a punch skirt on while I'm punching or whatever, I have them in the boat. So one thing to pay attention is this skirt right here has a short side and a long side. You always want to make sure you take your point and you put it down into the short side. Make sure everything's in the middle, and then we're just going to slide everything up until it gets right up to the head there. And you can fish it just like this as well, but I'm going to put on a juggle minnow for a trailer. So right here I have a green pumpkin juggle minnow. I'm making up obviously a green pumpkin looking buzzbait. So we're going to slide that down. Doesn't take a lot. Then we're going to come right out the middle, right out the top. We're going to slide that juggle minnow on there. And now this thing is ready to go. You could trim the skirt down if you want to, but I don't think it's too long. We could just fish it just like that. Okay, so we got our buzzbait ready to go. What this is the Dual Molds Buzzkill buzzbait with the juggle minnow trailer on there. I got it on a 6 Cents Unicorn 7.4 heavy rod, Daiwa Tatula Elite reel, 7.1 to 1 gear ratio with 15-pound fluorocarbon. I go off of the Gerald Swindle buzzbait setup, and this is essentially it. He uses a little bit heavier fluorocarbon on his buzzbaits. I would prefer to go with 18-pound test, but the 15 is a little bit more versatile for me here at home. So usually when I'm here at home, I'm gonna be throwing 15. If I was at a tournament and I knew that I was gonna be committing to the buzzbait, I would change my line, go up to 18. All right, so these definitely aren't my ideal buzzbait conditions. It's a little bit more wind than I would like for the buzzbait, but we're just gonna do it because I like to throw a buzzbait and it's fun. And you never know, they might still eat it with a little bit of wind, but generally speaking, I want a little bit less wind than we got right now because it's blowing pretty good. There we go. Buzzbaiter! Nice. There we go. Not a giant, but we caught one on the buzzer. Well guys, the buzzbait produced. Not bad. Just cover water. Got around these sticks. Caught a buzzbait fish. This Dual Molds buzzbait is no joke, guys. If you all have ever considered making your own tackle, this is definitely a bait I would recommend you guys start making yourself. It flat out gets bit. There we go. There we go. Another buzzer, another one on the buzzer. So I can see, guys, over here there's just less wind. It's got a little bit of wind protection, steep bank, and I just get a better result when you don't have as much wind. You can fish a buzzbait in a little bit of wind, but I think when you get too much, I just don't think the sound's right, and those fish just don't seem to come up and commit to it the same as when you got a little ripple or when it's calm. Oh. There we go. Came back and got it. This fish ate it one time and missed it. I threw back over there and it came back and got it. That was pretty cool. Choked it the second go. I'm gonna need some pliers. So that fish was pretty cool. There was just like 2 little stick ups off by themselves, and this buzzbait just basically ran right into those stick ups. And on the first cast, it hammered it, but it didn't eat it. So I cast back over there, reeled it real slow right by those stick ups again, and it got it, and it choked it the second time. Got it down deep. Not like blood deep or anything like that, but just definitely wanted to eat it, that's for sure. There we go. There, oh! Last one of the day right there, guys. Not a bad evening. Got to come out here, catch some fish on a big worm, catch some fish on the buzzbait. Showed you guys a lot of different stuff today. I hope you guys learned a bunch and can use it to go catch fish at your own lakes. This buzzbait is the deal. That ridge worm is a great big worm to add to your arsenal. If you guys want to get into tackle making, make sure to use my affiliate link that's down in the description of today's video, so that way Do It Molds knows that I sent you over there. And then also, guys, that ridge worm, the rod, the reel, the line, everything's going to be linked down in the description of today's video, along with discount codes. My 6 cents discount code is Luna10. My K9 fishing line discount code is Luna10. A lot of good stuff down in the description, so make sure to check it out. And guys, if you want to see some more fishing stuff, click on the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.